Welcome back to In the Culture. I'm Samit.
I'm Jordan.
And we got one of the dopest people in the building with us today. We actually in his hood today. we out in LA today.
Yeah.
But we got Jacquis Neal.
What up, what up?
Co-host of Culture Kings podcast. He's an improv comedian in general, but like.
Comedian. No, you can add the tag improv in there.
Yeah, that's what's up. We y'all show last night was wild. We went to their first live show for their podcast.
Hilarious.
Shit was dope.
Thank you.
I was dying, bro. I was like expecting it to be a little bit more just like, I thought y'all were gonna have like a table and the mics and shit set up. I didn't think it was gonna be like literally.
It was like
a
laid back a little bit too. Like sitting there drinking a beer.
Man.
Conversation.
I spilled my beer on stage.
Oh yeah.
You so mad when he came back out.
I
It was that
mad.
girl.
I was mad as hell when I spilled that shit.
It was so funny. But no, it was good, bro. Y'all killed it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It was fun, man. It was a fun time.
It was tight. I've been listening to y'all podcast for fucking, I don't know, bro. It came out in what, January? Probably like since like March or something.
Yeah.
It's been a long ass time. I've loved every single episode. I try and keep up as much as I can.
Dope. Thank you, man.
Yeah, bro, of course. Shit's dope. I don't listen to podcasts often. I listen to that one and like one other one, and that's it. So
Nice, dude.
it's tight.
Oh, high praise, man. High praise.
I
Thank
got you,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
Y'all be killing it. So, like, talk about improv, man. Like, you're from Chicago.
Yeah, dude.
What got you into it?
Surprisingly, even though Chicago was kind of known like the mecca of improv, I didn't do the shit out there.
Damn.
I did. All right, so I went to college in Chicago. I'm born and raised in Chicago, but I also went to college in Chicago for theater.
Okay.
So, you know, when I graduated college, I had the route. I was about to do the Second City shit out there. I did a couple shows in Second City. I was like, oh, I like this. Let's do this. But in order to get on their house teams and stuff like that, you got to go through their classes. So that's money. But soon after college, I booked my first professional play. And I was like, make money or pay money. Fuck that. Let's go make some money. And I jumped deep into the theater game before I moved out here.
That's tight, bro.
So when I came out here, LA is weird, man. LA is not like most major cities. It's not easy to get around. I mean, you guys are out here.
Bro, it's a mission and a half, bro, honestly.
Yeah, dude. It's not easy to get around. It's kind of hard to be social. Niggas,
No, you good, bro. Say your thing.
niggas be on like, you know, they be on their own thing, dude. So it's hard to like connect with folks. So I was like, all right, what can I do? Jumped into the improv out here and just kind of fucking kept going, man.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
We talk about it from like a Portland standpoint. Like, I feel like over there everyone's really collaborative. Like, everyone's like super helpful and shit. Because there's so many people who've helped us just like kind of start up, do our thing here.
Succeed.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like the driving here. Like everybody's on their own shit for everything.
Yeah.
It's like a really weird thing. Like we were blessed that like Carl's the homie, right? So he's been helping us out a bunch. And like you were down to come on and like you hooked us up with the studio and stuff. So like that's dope, but I feel like that's not normal.
It's weird, man. I mean, yeah, you can. That's the thing, dude. You can find those people. You just gotta find them. You gotta find those people.
It's harder here than in Portland. Because in Portland, you can be like out of place, be like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this. Oh yeah, what's your stuff? Like let me see it. Like I fully support you. So like here, it's just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because so many people are doing shit. You know, it's
there's so much going on.
It's so much going on. Everybody wears multiple hats. Like I'm doing podcasts, productions. I'm still an actor. I'm auditioning all the time. I'm in commercials and shit. So you know, everybody's doing different shit all the time.
Right.
That is kind of hard to be like, yo, let's do this one thing.
Yeah.
Until you find your people, and then you do your one thing, but you also got this thing going on. You got that thing going on. So.
Not a multitask.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. Not saying people don't I'm pretty sure y'all multitask in Portland. LA is the only place where people multitask.
But how do you balance all of that? Because I know you do a lot of shit, so.
Yeah, dude. Little sleep.
It's
a big thing. But honestly, dude, it's not even a balance for me. Sometimes it gets, a little hard. And by hard, I mean like, like, all right, man, I'm doing a lot. I'm looking forward to a day off type thing. So I think taking that time when you can, if you can take a day to sit on the couch or go somewhere. That's the cool thing about living in LA is leaving LA. Right. Like there's so many places around LA that you can go an hour or two. I can go an hour to the beach, or I can go an hour and a half and I'm in the mountains with snow, or I can go to San Diego or San Francisco and shit. So like if you can take those little day trips, that's dope. But for me, dude, it's not even really a balance, man. If you're doing something you like I would much rather be grinding on that than other shit. So even when it's tiring and you need a little bit of a recharge, you're happy to come back to it.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about production, what got you into that side? Because like obviously the improv side and the acting side, very different. I feel like from production.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I work probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude. Working at places like Best Buy and shit, and just be like, man, my managers are dumb as shit. I can do this better. Cause that's all production is managing.
Right.
That's literally all it is.
It's better.
Yeah, it's not even how can you do it, but just managing things. Like you have your hand on everything. It's your vision, or so. And even when other people share your vision, or you give the ball to somebody else to have their vision shown, it's still your hands are on that. So I jumped into a production company when I was out here with 2 other people. It was me and 2 white girls. And we couldn't have been different from each other at all. And it was fun, it was cool. It taught me about like the production side of the company, but what it really taught me was I want to do shit my way.
For sure.
And not like I don't want to be collaborative or anything like that. Like I love collaborating, but I like I want to do shit my way, and bring people on that kind of share my vision, and people that I trust to, say, all right, I hear your idea, I like your idea better. And it wasn't that with him. So I was like, all right, I can do this, let me just keep doing it. And I kind of fell into it, yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Just going off of that, let's talk about like, you're obviously black.
Yeah. Really? God damn. I thought this white shirt was going.
But like you in LA, and it's not like there's not work for that, but I'm saying like, it's definitely more difficult. I feel like than anything. Yeah. And so just talk about like kind of like fighting through that adversity there, and like how that's
like
kind
playing
of
black in entertainment.
Yeah.
It's weird, man, because
I think about like the normal roles you get as a black person, right?
Right.
Like you think
right.
about like the Shy, we were talking to Bezod about like. There's so much like stereotypicalness that they show, and like that's like in every black show or anything. You look at, like you look at Atlanta, like I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
But like trying to like make it so people really look at you as an actor who has multiple facets and stuff that you can do instead of just play a thug or play like a home, like
that was really important to me. I mean, me and Bezod actually, we met. I've known Bezod for like 14 years or some shit like that. We met in college doing theater, and that was always a big thing for me. I didn't want to be typecast. I could play a character in Shakespeare. I could play a character that was generally a white person or things like that, because it was mostly about the talent and not, the color, right? So,
just key.
So I think the key was for that is just opportunity, people saying like, oh, his talent matters more than, what somebody wrote 50 years ago saying it should be a white person, like that doesn't matter, right? So, I took that with, I kind of fucking took that to heart and was like, this is my lane. Entertainment out here it's tough, man, because it's really the same thing. It's about the opportunity,
Right.
If the powers that be say you can't be nothing but this, then either I don't work or I gotta keep fucking grinding until I can show that I can be more than that.
Facts.
Or make your own shit.
Right.
Like that's a big thing. So
like obviously if you get a fucking job on Atlanta,
yeah,
you're not
I'm
gonna
not
say
turning
no.
it down. Yeah, I'm not turning it down. You want me to be a black man on Atlanta? Nah, I'm not turning it down. But I'm going. It's really about just surrounding yourself with people who, appreciate your talent more than your diversity.
Sure.
Now I want to be clear with this too, because diversity matters, so there's this whole thing about, are we only hiring that person because they're black and shit like that, And I'm like, fuck yeah, hire that nigga because he black. Yeah, do that because he, you know, like there's so many people that for a long time we weren't getting that opportunity because we were black and shit. So until we can get to the point where, you know, the talent is there. So until we can get to the point where, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, man. If you say, you know what, I want to make sure this room is diverse or this cast is diverse, even if it doesn't have to be, that's the first step that has to be taken. You know, so.
It's a good ass point.
Yeah, man. You know, for me, it's just surrounding myself with people who are dope and who have that same vision. And you know, when you get out into the world of like auditioning for networks and shit, like I've been doing. You know, you take what they give you, but also, you know, you put a team around you who also says, yo, he can do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when the opportunity comes, you gotta fucking knock that shit out of the park, you know?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Because that's what they're waiting for. You know, they're waiting for, all right, let's see what you can do. And if you go in and you fuck it up, then it's like, see, I told you.
That's the whole thing about like being ready with the opportunity, like when it comes,
And it's sad because, you know, people of color have to be excellent.
So fucking true.
You know, you have to be excellent. You know, you can't be mediocre. We talk about this on the pod. You can't be Adam Sandler. You know, but you should be able to. And that's not a knock on Adam Sandler.
Being real.
Yeah, if that man wants to put out garbage ass Netflix movies and they paying them, do your thing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But for like black people, you can't do that because if you do that, then it's like, all right, well, put them on BET. Not saying that anything was wrong with BET, but who we fucking kidding? But it's you know, it's like we'll put them on something that only their fucking community will watch and shit like that.
Which is trash.
Which is trash. So you know, we have to be excellent.
Yeah, that makes me think about like Blackish then. Yeah. Because like it's such a like white black show to me. You know what I'm saying?
Have you watched the Goldbergs?
Yeah.
It's pretty much that.
The same thing, right? Yeah. But like, I feel like the plot line, as far as like the actors, they had to be so good, and like they casted so specifically. Like these actors are like so like they have like this like whiteness to them in a way. I think like I think about the girl who's I forget her name. I'm so sorry, but like the girl on Grownish, too. She's the daughter, but like she definitely has that feel to her too. Yeah. And so does the mom.
Yeah.
Tracy.
Ross. Yeah. Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Tracy. Yeah. Yep. That was thanks, producer. But like she's dope as hell. But like she has to play a very specific role in that too, and it just makes you think like, they wouldn't just let anybody do that. Like there's so much that has to go into being able, like Anthony Anderson playing that. Like that's such a specific role where he's trying to be very woke, but he's also like, it's like a weird little piece to it.
I mean, you know, I think that's why, to that point, you know, I think that's why. You know, I feel like we almost regressed in black television after the 80s and the 90s. In the 70s, it was very much like, all right, you know, let's show only the black with Good Times and JJ being the coon and all that shit and stuff like that. And then the Jeffersons was like, well, you know, the black people actually can live with us. But then in the 80s, you know, you had the shit like, you know, as much as I don't want to say his name, The Cosby Show and shit like that, where it's like, all right, they're just a normal fucking family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the Fresh Prince was like, oh yeah,
they got this culture to them.
Yeah, family matters, you know. And then even Martin, which is still my favorite show.
Martin's
you know, even though that show was very black, it wasn't like that was not the focal point of the show. It wasn't necessarily let's make a show about the black experience. It was, let's make a show about these people, which is the black experience, you know? So just the fact that they're on television with like Blackish, like that's still the black experience. There are black families like that. And we don't give those families the clearance to be like that on television because it's like, you know, is that how black families act? Yeah, it is, dude. There's a lot of black families out there that act like, you know, that are in that same realm. So, yeah, shows like that are super important, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So I see.
No, go do your thing.
Oh, yeah. So I see, like, you're juggling a whole bunch of stuff. One question I have for you is what keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps you doing what you're doing?
I'm not at where I want to be is a big motivator. And I don't mean that in, like, you know, just always want to entertain people.
Yeah.
You know, so because of that, you got to keep working to entertain people. You know, to keep it going. Yeah, man, I just want to keep working, dude. Like, I love what I do. That's motivation enough for me.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's real.
You know, I mean, obviously, a nigga want to have money. Let's be real.
Right.
You know,
and
people
you're a
don't.
comedian, man. Like, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be good as shit to keep on moving.
To be consistent. That's the big
exactly.
thing.
Yeah. You think about that too.
But yeah, dude, I don't, you know, motivation is a weird thing for me because, you know, I kind of look at it as the, don't get me wrong, there are some days where you can be a little more motivated and things like that, especially in this business. You hear no 11 times out of 10. So, you know, it gets hard to keep getting up and be like, all right, I'm going to keep doing this and keep doing this. It takes a special person, I think. But, you know, I kind of equate it to like basketball, for instance, where they say, you know, if you're in the finals and you need bullet board material, you already lost. Like, you're in the fucking finals. Like, what you need motivation for, you know? Like, you there. That's motivation enough. Like, winning is motivation enough. Yeah. So, yeah.
I feel like it sucks to see people, like, get right to that point
and then then
just let themselves go.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, that little more push that they could have had.
Yeah.
And that's what I always think about because I'm like, yo, like, what if, like, this is the next step? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going to, like, blow it over.
Right,
so, it's just one of those things, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Oh.
Or give me a top 3. We'll make it easy.
Top 3 all time or right now?
All time.
All time? Eddie Murphy is still up there for me.
Okay, yes.
Even though he hasn't done anything in, like, well, I mean, he hasn't done, like, stand-up in 30 years. I mean, he's still funny as shit, man. So Eddie Murphy is up there. Martin is up there. Martin's up there. Like I said, Martin, the TV show is still one of my favorites. And You So Crazy was fucking insane. You know, he kind of fell off with the movie tip. Probably Chappelle. Chappelle is up there as well. I know those are super mainstream.
But it's funny though.
Those are mainstream fucking people.
No, that's solid, bro. I think that's a good one.
As far as like somebody not mainstream who I think has never gotten as much hype as he should have gotten is Sinbad. Sinbad was a big deal for me, like growing up, because one, it was somebody that my mom let me listen to because he was a clean comedian, you know. And then two, like Sinbad was not the first, but he was one of those people who was like, yo, you watch Sinbad on TV or in the movie, you know, like you're gonna get some laughs just because he's big and fucking charismatic and funny and shit. And at that time, you know, there weren't that many people who were doing that, like on all fucking like comedy and movies and shit like that. So
it's wild to think about how he's still on TV now. I think
I know, right? He's on the show. He's on the show right now.
He's on the no, not the Carmichael show.
The one with David Allen Greer.
What's that dude's name? He's a comedian too.
Oh, Lil Rel.
Lil Rel show.
That's right. Yeah,
yeah, that's hella funny, bro. No, but that show's solid.
Lil Rel is funny too, man.
Yeah, he's funny.
Chicago dude too, man.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
You got some final thoughts for our people, man?
Advice. Yo, man, like the biggest thing that, you know, is to kind of go to that motivation thing. I said this on the pod recently, you know, advice my mom gave me a long ass time ago. She was just like, listen. Words. Yeah, listen. Just listen. Do what you do and do what you do best. So, you know, and the first example she gave to me after that was, you know, even if you're a gravedigger, go out there and be the best fucking gravedigger you can be, you know? Like, don't be ashamed of what you're doing. Just do what you're doing the best that you can fucking do it. And, like, the rest will take care of itself. So, you know, I think a lot of people are like, oh, man, I'm not happy where I'm at, or, you know, other people are doing better than me, and other people are doing different shit than me. I wish I could be doing that. But if you're doing what you're doing to the best of your abilities, like, the rest will take care of itself, and you'll eventually, like, no ceiling can't be fucking broken.
Right.
And, you know, and even if you never get to where you are, man, like, be happy with the fact that, you know, I did everything I could, and I did it the best I could, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that at all. Yeah.
So shout out your IG, man.
At Jacquis Neal on everything. That's me. That's
Easy.
me. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Thanks y'all for tuning in. keep a lookout for Jacquis Neal. He coming somewhere. Somewhere to a city near you.
I'm coming.
In the culture.
We out.